Hello, Pokemon lovers. Welcome to the stream. We are back playing Pokemon TCG. Last time we just barely made it to Bulbasaur's here. After fighting the Stan Snubbletear for a while. And our goal, of course, is Great League. So let's see how far we can get. All we need to do is win 5 times in a row. And then we're good. So let's see. In case you're new to these streams, I'm playing a deck where the goal is to get as many mulligans as possible right at the start. Well, of course, right at the start. They're always at the start. But like right in a row in the same game. I want my opponent to draw as many cards as possible so that I can eat through their deck easier. Hello, Patrick. Patrick says, good luck today. I have to get up for work in 7 hours, 10 minutes. So I'm going to bed, but I'll catch the VOD tomorrow. Mill well. I'll try to mill well. Hope you have a good night. And see you on the VOD. Yeah, I've had to do these streams later than I was because I'm back to work on my comic, so I'm trying to get my comic work done first before I get to the fun playing and streaming part of the day. I could do streaming first, but I don't know, it would be hard to refocus for me on work. Bicycles welcome. Streams keep coming. Are you going for 2024 streams in 2024? You know, I thought to myself, what if I tried to stream every single day in 2024? What would that be like? Just like a fun challenge for myself. I don't think it's realistic though, because I can't really see myself streaming on days when I get sick or something, which will inevitably happen, probably. Patrick says, bless you for that. Being back to work on your comics. Yeah, I have to. I have to for you guys. And Patrick says, and Rovery is already on Wednesday. Oh, it's Wednesday now, eh? That might collide with other challenges. I know, I like doing so many challenges. I've enjoyed doing challenges ever since I heard about NaNoWriMo. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I think I'm going to try to get the Bidoof up now, since I have the ability. Yeah, ever since I heard of NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month in middle school, I just fell in love with like finding a challenge, even if you have to make it up, and just like committing 100% to it, even though it's hard. So yeah, I started out doing plenty of novel writing challenges in my life. And then I've done a comic drawing challenge. I've done a weekend called 24-hour comics day. I guess it's not really a weekend, it's just a day. But I enjoy seeing how far I can push myself. Patrick says, I love Hourly Comics Day. I haven't tried that one yet. Because aren't you supposed to like draw comics about your life? But my life is pretty boring. I don't know about that one. I did 24-hour comics day and it was exhausting and horrifying and so much fun, but like I don't know if I could ever do it again. Bicycle says, Zul successfully made me join 2 challenges so far, Inktober and 3 December. I'm so glad you ended up joining 3 December. That's my favorite challenge of the 2. Unfortunately, it comes at a time of the year where I guess everybody's a bit burnt out or busy or one or the other. I would like some fossils. There's one. Patrick says, I'm a sucker for diary comics. You know, I haven't really checked out anybody's comic that they produced, or series of comics that they produced for Hourly Comics Day. I should. I should see what that's all about. Patrick says, I count Vulner Moxie and the Secret Santa as challenges too. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun to have like a monthly or every other monthly thing to do on Krasnov. Keeps things fresh. And it keeps tricking new people into joining, don't you think? Well, he is struggling to get this Bidoof out of there. So that's happy for us. I mean, I guess he could have by now if he wanted to, but yeah, why isn't he? What should I camp for? A misfortune? Maybe? Or a hammer. Do I have a cross switcher already? I have 2 already, okay. I'll get the hammer. I never don't like having a hammer in my hand. Patrick says some of them even say stuff after they join. It's great, yeah. I'm posting a link to my favorite diary comic on Krasnov. Oh, okay. I'll check it out then. Self-contained comics that have an ending are cool. I don't know much about them, like from personal experience. It's easier to say things after you join than before. True. Sometimes I wonder, like, what it would be like if I was a reader of Ex Vulnerum and whether or not I would join Krasnov. I don't think let's see, I think the only other webcomic forum I've joined, which there aren't many forums for a specific webcomic, I don't think. Well, I mean, there are a few, probably, but yeah, it's Homestuck. And I didn't post too much there. Well, he's got his Chen Pao going strong. I wish he would evolve the Bidoof, but maybe he's growing wise to what I'm doing, and he might not evolve the Bidoof. Well, let's try to get it back up anyway. Yeah, we'll see how many days I make it into the daily streaming challenge. Like, I really enjoy streaming, but it's also really exhausting. a forum is more comfortable for you than some other forms of social media? It's nice to be able to just like have an internet identity instead of maybe somewhere like Facebook, you're more pressured to use your real identity. I also like the format of a forum. It's like you could just go into the threads you choose, right? You don't just like have the algorithm telling you what to look at as it comes up on your feed. I guess you could go into specific hashtags and groups and stuff on the more popular forms of social media to kind of limit what you're seeing, but forums do it better. I grew up on the Neopets forum. I grew up on there, so I really like forums. What should I do here? I'm really just stockpiling a bunch of great cards in my hand right now. It's so difficult for me to have other hobbies besides drawing a horrible webcomic, because the horrible webcomic needs so much love and attention that I always end up feeling a bit guilty for not working more on it. And I know a lot of people tell me, "Oh, don't feel guilty. You know, you're doing a lot already, and you don't want to get burnt out and stuff." And I agree with all that, but also like I want to finish it, guys. I want to actually finish it one day, so I do need to work on it a lot. I feel like the microphone is about to hit my chin. Let me adjust it. I hope it doesn't make a bunch of noise. I think I put it in a bad spot. That might be better. I could add my webcam back onto the stream. I'm not sure where would be a great place. Maybe like right here, there's some blank area. All right, what do we want to do? We can counter catch. So we can use up our supporter with this. There's that Bibarel, come on. Get evolved, get stronger, Bidoof. We could catch up this. Palkia. I think that's what I'll do. Come on, Palkia. We want to see your moves, your dance moves. Counter capture then. Patrick says, never feel guilty for having a life. You give so much for free. I know, but my life is Ex Vulnerum. I hesitated because of what I was hearing and then hit send anyway. We can hear... Oh no, you can hear the dog. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. He's actually at the opposite end of the house. And honestly, I kind of tuned him out. So I didn't realize he was barking. We have another person in the house who can tend to him right now, but he gets very very needy. He's a little Chihuahua puppy. Well, he's not a puppy. He's very old actually, but he's always a puppy to me. If it gets too annoying, I can I can go on muted mic for a while. Let's see, he's down to 15 cards. I think I'll just boss up the Bidoof for now. He's been using escape ropes, I guess. I'm not paying attention. But no, I appreciate the support about like, don't feel guilty, don't overwork myself. I definitely appreciate that. And like I said, I agree with that, because I have gotten burnt out in the past, and I do have to be careful about going all in, because even though it seems necessary, it usually doesn't work out. Well, he's got the Ionos in his deck, which means our job will be just a little bit harder. He discarded his lovely Bibarel. That is very sad. Bicycle says, dog topic reminded me once when I was going for a walk, I had a silly dog related thought. So many houses have warnings about dogs, but nobody puts a warning that there is no dog at a house. You know what? They should. I love, like, when I am forced to go to a party or some other social event at somebody's house, and they have a dog, because it's just, you know, that's what's gonna make the night for me. Not all the socializing, because I'm not that type of person, but the dog. I love that. So yeah, if they had a warning that there was no dog, I could brace myself. Patrick says the reason the diary comic stopped is that the author tried to start a fiction story and keep both going simultaneously, and it ended up breaking themselves. Yeah, like, oh man, I have these ideas sometimes of other comics I want to do besides Explonerum, like in different genres or with a different art style or something like that. And I always get tempted, but I never take the plunge, because that's just a crazy workload. It's just a crazy workload to even do one comic. Should I catch up the Qin Pao? That's a bit risky, but that's what I'm gonna do here. He's down to only 9 cards. Patrick says they had to take like 9 months off and then came back with a completely separate, more sensibly paced work. Yeah, that I can totally understand that. Yeah. The thing about comics is there are just so many facets of it that you need to have some degree of skill in to be able to produce a comic. And then I think most artists are always, you know, self-critical of their work, so you always want to improve, but then you're trying to improve at like 10 things at once, like character design, environment design, dialogue, pacing, you know, the composition of the art, you know, your line work, your coloring, rendering, all that. it gets overwhelming and it drives your brain crazy. Let's see, what does he have? Okay. I'm feeling okay here. I'm having a cozy evening here with coffee on my left and water on my right. I had been avoiding coffee after like 4 p.m. because it was keeping me awake at night, but then I kind of recently slipped back into evening coffees because I think the benefit outweighs the negative for me right now. My question is, does he have another Iono? Because if he doesn't, there's only 2 cards left in his deck. We're about to find out what they are. Ooh, a Chin Pao. Well, now he has 1 card left in his deck. Put our Luxury down, why not? Patrick says, caffeine has a weirdly varied half-life in people. My cutoff is 8 to 9 p.m. Then I switch to 1 less decaf. I try to drink decaf, but I can never really enjoy it, so I don't drink it too often. I guess I crave the jitters. I crave the coffee twitches. Okay, we win the first match. Way to go, everybody. Good job. Good job, everybody. We did it. We've done it. 4 wins in a row, and we get to Great League after this. Craver of jitters would make a great username. Yeah. On the topic of comics, I helped my youngest sister improve learning to learn using comics. Oh, learning to read? Learning to read using comics? Is that what you were trying to say? I study Japanese for pleasure, and it's really fun to try to read manga in Japanese because you get the contextual pictures. And also, every manga I've purchased and come to own has the kana for the kanji alongside every word. So that means like the Chinese characters are labeled in their pronunciation. It's like I guess a reading aid in case younger readers are reading it. So that's nice. And after win 1, I'm going to bed. Mark for self. This is where to start the VOD. All right. Good night and hello. That's the fun part about VODs. I can just continue talking to you. If you're gonna watch it, you're gonna hear it. So we got Instacloth this time. In fact, they got the mulligan. We didn't get any. Oh, it's a Soul Rock Lunatone deck. I bought a big box of all episodes of Polish comic. I won't try to pronounce it. At first, we were taking turns reading the panels. I read one, she reads one, and so on. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good way to do it. She was struggling, but moving forward slowly. I think there's something magical about comics, especially for kids, so that would be good motivation to keep going. Then she started reading by herself. That's awesome. You're a good brother. Teaching her to read and indoctrinating her into the world of comics. When she reached the last one, she was reading much more fluently. That's awesome. I mean, I guess like it's just the norm to teach kids how to read using comics because in a way, picture books are sort of comics. Sort of. Let's lure some Pokemon out. Give them some more Lunatones. Why not? There are none. Okay, we can put our fossils out. What do we want to do here? It'd be nice to cross switch, I guess, and get the Cloth to safety. They always attack with the Lunatone, not the Soul Rock, so I'll bring up the Soul Rock. And I'll discard their level ball. I do like the art on this card. The line of action of the wave going along the shell. It's really nice. The muted color palette. And how they concentrated the details. Looks very good to me. I wonder what it would look like with a bit more like glinting off the water or off the shell even. But that's just me. I always have to add glowy, glinty, colorful, saturated stuff to all my art. Yes, even to my angsty webcomic. Like some kind of psychopath. This Pokemon's design is quite creepy to me. It's a moon with a beak. It's a moon with a beak. I don't know. Okay, Luxray can come out now since they took a prize card. Put down a dome fossil. What do we want to camp for? Wow, we can do so much camping right now. Oh my goodness. Let's try to catch the Solrock up. It's a successful. And we'll camp for, I guess, a boss or something. Boss, yeah. Oh, Kashmir, welcome. Hey, how's it going? I just finished work. I'm excited to get home and play more. Good job on finishing the work day. Feels good to unwind with some Pokemon. I'm still playing the mill deck. I don't know how long I'll end up playing it before I get the itch to try something new, but here we are. Oh wait, we gotta get to Arceus League, right? All right, I'm doing some analysis and I'm looking within at my intuition to see if we can win this match, and I'm not sure yet. They still do have a lot of cards in their deck. Kashmir says you must perfect the mill. Yes. It is my one and only mission in life right now. Crushing Hammer is pointless. I'm trying to like think about how this is all gonna play out. I guess I want another boss. No, I want a counter catcher in case I get another supporter I want to use. Parallel to the stream, I was finishing some work on code for my story's online interface. The comic talk made me write comic instead of commit. Oh man, I try to double task while I watch a stream and I don't do well. Like sometimes Christy will be doing her art stream and I'll be like, oh, well, I can do art while she does her art. It's perfect, right? I can multitask and watch her, and she's making her comic, I'm making my comic, but I just end up watching her. It's probably because she's so entertaining. Well, I am glad he put his Mewtwo down. I was about to say Mewtwo. I'm glad the blah, blah, blah. Can't talk all of a sudden. At least the Chihuahua is feeling happy and not barking. Down to 3 prize cards. This is gonna be hard, guys. Let's lure out some Pokemon from his deck. Nothing. Oh. 2 energies. Oh. We'll catch up the Mewtwo. I'm sometimes ironing clothes when watching streams or other things. That might be a bit easier to do, to multitask with. What do you think? Because it's less of a brain activity, more of a muscle memory thing. This attack star rate is kind of funny. It does 120 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon V. I've had a couple of matches where the person used Star Raid and I didn't have any Pokemon V in play, so it did nothing. Very odd. I think I still haven't even used a V-Star Pokemon ever in any deck I've made or used. I've used V-Max, but never V-Star, oddly enough. Let's see, I think I'll try to hammer the energy off the Mewtwo. And that didn't work, so Chantal, I guess. Or we could copycat and hope for some kind of catcher. I think that might be better odds. Oh wait, we can still Pokestop. Hello. Hello. Lure module is gonna bring out a Lunatone. Oh, Chantal is a 50-50 chance. Copycat is a, I don't know, 5 out of, we're gonna get 5 cards from our deck. How many cards are favorable? I don't know. That didn't work. That didn't work, but that's okay, as Mewtwo isn't powered up as of yet. Ooh, that's good. He just discarded 2 energy. I mean, he can always put him on the Lunatone, but that's fine if they're all on the Lunatone. I don't mind. Sometimes they call it a Lunatone. Lunatone, you know. You just researched. That's very good. He's really getting through his deck here. We are headed towards a spectacular finish. I can feel it. Oh, Val, welcome. Happy New Year. Glad you could join. We're getting towards the end of this match here. He only has to take 2 prize cards to win, but I only have to eat up 8 of his cards in his deck to win. So we'll see what happens first. It's down to a Chantal coin flip, I guess. Or I could, oh man, 90 times 3, that would kill. Oh man, I'm trying to figure it out. I think I'll stack the Luxray. And hope for a better draw next time. Elsa is just joining to say hi. Have to wake up for work in 6 hours. Yeah. I haven't been streaming at a good time for those in Europe. Well, thanks for joining to say hi. Hope you have a good night. This Lunatone has 8 energy. 9 energy, that's pretty epic. Oh, okay, I think this is where I die. This is definitely where I die. He gets 2 prize cards from my Cloth, because Cloth is an EX. You win one, you lose one. Let's just take a look at my deck real quick. The bulk of the deck is just all these trainer cards. I've been wondering if I should just take out the Snorlax dolls and put something more useful in. But I love these fluffy, tubby guys. Thanks for the good luck, Val. Bicycle says I'm going to work next week, so I can afford staying a bit late now. Yeah, that's kind of the mode I was on a week ago. I was just on holiday, staying up late, spending time with the fam. Some members of my family are like halfway nocturnal, so so I kind of had to stay up late to spend the most time with them. I think I stayed up till like 2 a.m. one night, which is very unusual for me these days. When I was a teenager, I'd do that all the time, but these days I really like to be asleep by 10 p.m. if possible. That doesn't always happen, but it's a good mark to aim for. For me, you know. I guess everybody has a different, like, ideal number of hours of sleep. Unfortunately for me, it's like 11. But I can't really ever do that because I got too much to do. This is a scary card. What does this Raichu do again? Dynamic Spark. 60 times any energy you discard? Okay. Gosh, he's getting loaded up very fast here. But I think I'd rather have the Raichu in. I could try to slow him down. This person has a lot of numbers in their name. My first ever screen name ever on anything on the internet. Had a number in it, but just one. Let's see, should I copycat? Probably. Well, it'd be nice to have my stadium. Yeah, my first ever screen name. Actually, maybe I should never tell you guys that in case it's like a security question somewhere. You know, security questions like what was the name of your first pet? Or name of the street you grew up on or whatever. Maybe one of them is what was your first screen name? You gotta be careful. Okay, we're gonna boss up the Raichu and hope for a miracle? Here's Beach Court, which means we are not quite dead, but getting close. We're gonna have to go to the hospital after this turn. I'm guessing this deck is a Miraidon Raikou deck. I don't see Miraidon or Raikou. Well, I don't have much to work with here. I think I'm just dead no matter what I do. But look at that spark, it's dynamic. Electric Pokemon are my favorite type of Pokemon. And Raichu is my favorite Pokemon overall, to be honest. Should try to make a Raichu deck at some point. Oh man, we're back down to where we started at the beginning of the stream. No. I'm gonna have to bust out my Charizard EX deck at this rate. Just to hang in there. Yeah, when I was making my screen name for this game, my screen name is Wild Scraggy. At first, I was trying to have a screen name that was just a Pokemon's name. And I went through like, I don't know, a couple dozen different obscure Pokemon names. I think a new gen had just come out when I was signing up, so I thought maybe I'd have a chance of just getting a Pokemon name as my screen name. But I couldn't find anything, and I ran out of patience. So I just went with Scraggy and added Wild in front of it. Scraggy's another one of my favorite Pokemon. Okay, hoping for the high mulligans here. High number. Oh, okay, I'll take this. 2 Snorlax dolls with the cloth is pretty good. It's good for stalling. If you don't know, Snorlax doll has 120 HP, which is nice. And after they knock him out, they can't take any prize cards. So it's just more work they have to do to win. Oh, an Oricoreo's in this deck. Interesting. Oh. I've never seen this guy. Here's that Miraidon Raikou I was wondering about. I guess it was in a different deck. They jumped ship to somebody else's deck. I have a version of this deck, and it is very good. It's very fast. I actually have 3 of these Miraidon in the rare golden art form. All by sheer dumb luck. I don't know how I ended up with that. Okay, yeah, this deck is a problem to face. Who do I want up? I guess for now I'll just wait. I get to discard one of their electric generators, which is nice. So at this point, it's looking like it's gonna be a loss for sure, because I can't really switch anyone into their active spot that would make them stuck. If only they had played a Mareep and Flaffy, which is often in this deck. Like, I could switch in the Miraidon, but he only has a 1 cost retreat cost, and he can get powered up and kill everybody. Maybe my only hope here is to get lucky with a bunch of crushing hammers, I guess. It's not looking good though. It's not looking like this is gonna pan out here. That's very strange. He has Irida. I wonder if he has like a Manaphy in this deck or something, water type. Because Irida searches for a water type Pokemon. Okay, well, here's that hammer we were talking about. Okay, let's try to get the Miraidon up. Well, my only option of getting the Miraidon up now is cross-switching, but that would put my Cloth up. Let's do it anyway. I'm guessing he'll retreat the Miraidon and knock me out with the Regieleki VMAX, but maybe we can prevent that by getting an energy off of him. So this might be okay. What do we want? A boss, I guess? Or a crush, counter catcher? Yeah. Here's that Irida again. Let's hope for no energies here. He found some. And it's on the Regieleki. So he is retreating probably for the Regieleki, yep. Well, Cloth gets his revenge and discards an energy. Go Cloth. Alright, I'll catch up the Mulligan. Get some more cards into my hand. And that'll keep me alive a little bit longer. The Avery is appreciated. He's retreating Mulligan again. I mean, if I were him, I would think about just like powering up the Mulligan so that I wouldn't have to get rid of those energy. But I guess he's not worried about it since he has energy retrievals. But he only has so many. He only has so many. Wait. Yeah, I have a counter catcher. So this will work, I guess. Nope, it won't work. That's it for me. Darn, we're gonna lose our Bulbasaur. We lose the Bulbasaur. Why is Bulbasaur hard to say? Ugh. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur. We have lost our Bulbasaur, see? Alright, I'm mad now, so here we go. Here we go. I present to you my deck called Stupidest Deck. And this deck is just 4 Charizard EXs. Just 4 of these. You know, and the required Pokemon to get Charizard EX in play. 10 energies and a lot of just random stuff I put in there. Oops, I almost didn't switch to it. There we go. What does it mean to lose a Bulbasaur or lose anything else in this game? I just meant we lost the Bulbasaur rank. We went down a tier. So to me, it means heartbreak and depression. I'm just kidding. But it is disheartening. That's why I'm busting out the Charizard here. Gotta get that Bulbasaur back. So yeah, what it means, like, in terms of the game, I guess, is your rank will go down, and that means, I guess, you'll fight in general. Wow, I had to take 9 mulligans, that's crazy. I don't want to take mulligans with this deck, but there you have it. Yeah, your rank will go down, and you'll fight, in general, other people with lower ranks, and So I guess your games will maybe be a bit easier to win, but then you'll be farther away from like the rewards you're hoping to get as you climb the ladder. Once I hit Great League, I'll be rewarded with some pants, I think. Pants I can put on my avatar, and some currency. That I can use to buy cards, buy more cards. Well, he's got a steel deck, which is weak to fire. See, weakness fire. But even though my Charmander and Charmeleon are fire type, the Charizard is actually dark type. I guess I can go for a knockout here. And get a prize card. Look guys, I'm actually playing the game as intended. I'm actually attacking and getting prize cards. I was hoping for the Charizard EX. But that's all right. Oh no. That is very bad. My Charmeleon is about to get charred up. Normally when I play this deck, the Charizard comes out a lot faster. Hello, Stinky Socks. Yeah, you back to normal deck? Well, I got frustrated with losing, so I was like, you know what? Bust out the Charizard, get a win, but it looks like that's not even gonna happen here. I should have had faith in my middle deck. All right, let's see what Nimona brings. I don't even know why I have a Nimona in this deck. I think that's it for me. I can't do anything. Well, I could get another Charmander and hope a miracle happens. This isn't gonna do anything for me, but might as well. Stinky Socks says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Stinky. By the way, I love watching you play the shovel deck troll people. Yeah, it is pretty fun. Yeah, I'll get back to it after this one, because this isn't gonna pan out. The idea behind this deck that I'm playing was Charizard EX is such a good card, I don't really need a deck, I just need Charizard EX. So it wasn't made optimally. It was just thrown together. And its win rate is like 80% or something whenever I play it. But you know what? We're giving our opponent a nice, clean victory. We're not trolling him with the mill deck. So that's a win in my book. I'm the type of person who I don't mind losing if the other person wins, which is generally how it happens. Because I like seeing people happy. All right, we got to get back to that cash. I mean, not wish. Blah, blah, blah. The deck is named Wug Deck Dug. This mill deck I've been using because it had a cash in it and a Wug Trio, but they got replaced by Cloth and Luxrays, so the name doesn't make sense anymore. But my brain got confused there. Well, at least Charizard helped us make progress on our quest. We should replace this one though, because that's probably not going to happen. That's not going to happen either. Oh well. Stinky says, haha, I can't spell it. So weird name. Oh, my deck name? Yeah. I can't even say it. It's a bit of a tongue twister. I get tongue-tied pretty easily. We did make sure to switch decks, right? I hope we did. Yeah. Good. All right, let's get those mulligans. We demand several mulligans. We demand it, and we won't rest until we get several dozen mulligans. Oh, we got 2. Okay. Well, we're gonna roll with it, and sometimes we win. Modestly Toasted, hello, welcome to the stream. Well, they have a Kyogre. This is a Sniper, I see. Kyogre is one of my favorite legendaries. Do you guys have a favorite legendary? See, I'm trying to think. I guess Suicune is probably my favorite, #1 favorite legendary. But I do really like Kyogre too. Okay, the Lure module is played in the hopes of thinning their deck. And they get a Bidoof. I'm happy about that. Play the Fossil. Let's try to catch up the Palkia. I'm not afraid of their Palkia. I'll camp for... This might be risky, but I'm going to camp for a cross switcher and then camp for another cross switcher next turn. Hopefully that works out. Sorry about the dog barking, by the way. So when I play this deck, I always love for them to play the Bidoof. Usually they evolve it into Bibarel and start going through their deck faster, which is great. And usually I can switch in the Bibarel into the active spot and really just mess them up because it has a 2-cost retreat cost. They have played a Lost City. Cloth uses counterattacking pincer. All right, well, Cloth might be counterattacked himself here in a second. No other option but to, I guess, look for the other cross switcher, or maybe the Pokestop would be a better idea. I don't know. Guess we might as well commit to what we were doing before. Maybe he won't have an energy for Palkia somehow. Well, never mind. At least we had a fossil on the bench, so we're still in it. And I feel scrappy. The Luxray comes out. What supporters have we used? Boss, a Chantal. Let's get our stadium now. We've been lucky with the camping gears this match. It's like every turn we've had one. This is what it does, in case you don't know. Maybe they're stuck. I hope so. Yeah, they passed. Well, let's look for some items and try to discard them. Nest ball and superior energy retrieval, that's nice. Those will go away. Add the Pokestop back. Get some items for me. We have a fossil here. That was a good turn, I think. Yeah, they just don't have any way to get energy, I guess. So they're stalling out. But at least that gives us time to admire the art. Okay, looking good here, looking very good. I'm not gonna Pokestop this time. I try to stay above their number in terms of deck size, because I have almost gotten decked out while playing this deck, which is really funny, because I'm trying to deck them out and then here they go almost decking me out. Kashmir says, I want to try to make a Masquerada EX deck work. I really like her. Oh, I can't remember. What does that card do? Let's see, maybe I can look on my phone. I mean, I think making a grass deck is kind of a fun idea because of all the dark decks out there weak to grass. I pass? Okay, here's the Masquerada. I've definitely seen it plenty of times, but I just couldn't remember what it did. It's loading. Bouquet Magic. You must discard a basic grass energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And Scratching Nails. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, this attack does 20 more damage. That would be fun with stadiums that make the opponent put damage on their Pokemon, like when they attach an energy. I forget which stadium that is. Oh, we get the victory. They couldn't figure out what to do, I guess. Or maybe they were doing something else. Cool. All right, let me check for those stadiums real quick because it's bothering me that I can't remember. Stadium. Oh, this one. That would hurt you as well. So I guess that wouldn't work. And then what's the other one? Oh yeah, this one would hurt you as well too. They don't work with grass decks, just psychic and water. Let's see, are there any grass-focused stadiums? Oh, I should put all on to check. Let's see, is there anything with grass? What a crazy thing. No grass supporting stadiums. That is a travesty. There's some really good grass supporters, though. Grass-focused supporters like Gardenia. I mean, I don't know if it's really good. I think it's kind of good. The list I have uses Gape Jaw Bog. Oh, okay, so they made use of it. Cool. I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine to allow yourself to take damage if it results in really hurting them. Yeah, I say go for that deck. That sounds fun. But how many cards would you need to buy? Are you able to afford it at this point? Battle of 2 ketchup bottle eaters again? Oh, good. I didn't notice. I feel a kinship when that happens. I see that they're eating ketchup, I'm eating ketchup. It's like we're all friends. What is a mulligan? Mulligan means you don't have a basic in your hand, which you need in order to like play and start the game and set up. So a mulligan is like when you shuffle your hand back into the deck and you get you draw yourself a new hand. And the opponent is allowed to take a card for every time you do that. Kashmir says, then you can use Radiant Alakazam to move the damage off onto them. Oh, nice synergy. Oh, you summoned him. Look at this. That is crazy. Maybe they're about to gape jaw bog me. Goodness. Kashmir says, yeah, I'm rich in the online currency because I bought a collection that had a ton of unused codes. Oh, cool. How many credits do you have? When I switched over from the old version of the game to this version of the game, it converted a lot of my cards into credits, and I felt really rich on credits until I spent them all. And now I am poor again. Here's that old cemetery. Luckily, I'm not playing energies, so that doesn't bother me. This is that same Lunatone, but with different art. Okay, good to know. Let's try to catch up the Radiant Boy. Radiant Boy is fun. Radiant Alakazam, I mean. I'll get the cross switcher so I can get Cloth to safety. His attack Mind Ruler is dependent on the cards in the opponent's hand, my hand. So if and when he starts to get powered up, I have to keep that in mind. Kashmir says, I have 10,400, but I've already spent so many. Yeah, it goes fast. Especially when you're like, oh, and I want this Pokemon V, and I want that Pokemon V. Oh yeah, and a couple of those EX cards. And then, yeah, it goes fast. You're sure you'll be poor again soon enough? Yeah. Oh, bye bicycles. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. There's so many reasons why I love this deck, but one of them is that it uses Lure Module, and I don't see anyone ever using this. It's really fun to use stuff that nobody is even aware of because it's just maybe a bad card. Okay, he's gearing up to attack here. Unless... No, okay. Lure. No Pokemon have been lured. I guess I'll Chantal. Try to get Cloth back on the bench. That's good. I'll take it. And that's all I can do. Kashmir says, I used to love Pokemon Go, so I approve. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting Pokemon Go TCG cards. Pokemon Go was really fun when I played it. I played it for just a little bit when it, you know, became popular. Let's see, what am I doing here? Should I counter? Props to this person, because I've never seen people using the alternative art version of these Lunatone and Solrock. It's pretty nice. We will discard his energy switch. Yeah, I was a Team Instinct on Pokemon Go. Darn, he's just gonna barely kill my fossil. No! If only it had been a dome fossil, then he wouldn't have been able to kill it. No, this is looking scarce here in regards to what I have to work with. I do get my Luxray though, so that's good. I'm gonna Chantal. Cloth retreats to safety, and he can't knock out Luxray, so that's good. Take the little victories. Seems like his deck is kind of getting off to a slow start here. I feel like usually Lunatone decks power up quicker. Okay, he's gonna be able to knock me out, I think. Yeah, just barely. Oh, well, a little more than barely. I said that thing about getting off to a slow start. Just 10 seconds too early. Okay, let's switch in the Alakazam. And get some more cards, I guess. Oh, yay, it's the Pokestop. Good old Pokestop. I'm gonna use it in the hopes of getting fossils, but I got not that, but that's okay. Sorry again about the barking if you can hear it. Yeah, that was really funny how Kashmir mentioned Radiant Alakazam and then out he popped. From the void into our lives. It would be really nice if we could get this hammer to go off. It would be really nice. Yes. Hooray! I won't Pokestop just yet. Because I don't want to use it yet. Let's see, he has Ionos, so if he Ionos, that would be a bad thing and I would regret not playing it, but he didn't Iono, so we're okay. All right, do we dare ask for another heads? And we get it. It's Christmas. It's Christmas all over again. Ooh, that would frustrate me if I were the opponent. I've said this maybe a couple days ago, but I put crushing hammers in like almost every deck I make. I really love them. Okay, he's a bit stuck here. That's very good. Very, very good. I'm wondering if I should put out the Pokestop not for my own use, but to tempt him to use it. I think I'm gonna use it anyway right here. Let's see what the Pokemon, let me think here. Pokemon, I kind of want to start using up cards in my hand so that Alakazam's attack doesn't do as much damage. But my hand is kind of large at this point. See, Palpad. Get the sisters back in there. Maybe a Chantal. And see, I don't know if I want to fill my hand with more Pokestop. I think for now I'll just pull up the Sol Rock so I don't have to worry about the Alakazam. Kashmir says that I feel that way about putting in switch carts. Switch carts. Don't those only work on basic Pokemon? Is that right? Oh good, I can cross switch. This is a happy thing. Yeah, I'll use it. Waff is now safe. Looking good. Oh, a Lunatone was hiding in his prize cards. Well, he needs that puppy. Kashmir says the one you are switching out needs to be basic, yeah. Well, I guess that would work with a lot of decks. He is Giovanni ordering me, which is fine. I can Getsis order him, or I can use Misfortune. I'm gonna... What do I want to do? Let's, I know it seems like I'm not making up my mind because I just keep pulling up different Pokemon, but let's pull up the Alakazam and see if he wants to attack with it or retreat with it or what. Because no matter what, he's gonna lose energy. See, this is good. This is a good result. As long as I keep my hands small. Ooh, I can't with 2 Snorlax dolls, but as long as I keep my hand somewhat small. Oh no, there's an Iono. Oh, Iono, my worst fear. This might work. I just saw their username. He's painful spooning me. Maybe I shouldn't have phrased it like that, but he is. Well, I should play this to have less cards in my hand. Oh goodness, we're only barely outpacing him in the decking out race to 0. Well, I should say he's outpacing us, which is what we want. Camping gear. Oh. Okay, camping gear. Yeah. Do we want the boss or the sisters? Boss or the sisters? Boss or the sisters? Let's get the sisters. Ooh, he passed. That's a good sign. Pal pad, just to use up cards in her hand, honestly. Then we'll use the sisters. Nothing. And end turn. Somehow this is working. I don't really understand why, but it's working, so that's good. You go on the bench. They have 9 energy on this Lunatone, plus 1, 2, 3. That might be close to all the energy they have in the deck. Alright, I should use this to get my hand slimmer. No, let's pull up the cooler Solrock. He's cooler because I don't see people use him. I only see people using this one. Ooh, I think my husband just got home. He is a TCG fan as well. Did you guys see that? He was trying to snipe my fossil. I just discarded it, so he can't take the prize card. That was pretty fun. Kashmir says, dang, the problem with me being grass is I'm weak to Charizard. Oh, yeah. I think there is I want to say there's a Pokemon with an ability that, like, cancels your weakness. Is that right? Well, he finally got the beefy Lunatone up. So that's a concern. Well, we can pull the Solrock back up, I guess. All he needs is one energy in his hand to win. Oh. Well, if you play this after I say that, then this is gonna happen. All right, well that was a good fight. That was fun. He's the maddest partier in the game. I mean, how can I compete with that? All I'm doing is sitting here eating a bottle of ketchup. Dang. Let's see, I'm thinking, I might take a break for dinner and then come back. So I think that's what I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a break, and then if I feel like streaming some more, which I think I will, I'll go back live later. So hope to see you then, and thank you for watching.